All right, what's going on? What's going on? Can you hear me? Wait, hold on. Can you hear me? Am I good? All right. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 80. I know we were kind of having a weird schedule and shit was on hiatus, and there was some confusion of if we're going live or where we're at, but we're back. We're back to an attentive schedule now. Personally, I was dealing with a couple of things, but I kind of got some of that stuff in order, so we're back to it. Episode 80. Damn, 20 episodes away for our 100th episode. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what I should do. I think I want to meet up. Like, I want us all to do like a show together in the same room, like at an actual round table for our 100th episode. So I'm going to try to get that shit in the works, you know what I'm saying? See if that's possible. Maybe we could meet in Texas, or we could meet in New York, or Pennsylvania, or wherever. We'll try a meeting spot, and we'll all go. It's a little short tonight, but we may have some more people come in, so let's go ahead. First of all, shout out to Player One Coffee. What's up, Player One Coffee? Keeping folks awake since, what? 2017, I think 18, something like that. Let's go into our introductions. Let's start with all the way on the end. Cool Cat Terri, what's up? Introduce yourself and tell us what you're playing.
Hey everybody, it's Cool Cat Terri from Twitch. Hope you've all been having a fantastic time. I've been jumping around on games. I've been playing Middle Earth, Shadow of War. I started up some Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Let's see here. I did a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege this week. And I'm trying to think any other big games I started up this week. I think that pretty much covers it. I played a very, very salty game of solitaire today. And that game can burn in hell. That's all I can say.
She don't mean that.
Am I, can you hear me? Because I don't know if I can hear me. Yeah, I can hear me. All right. I saw the Salty Solitaire, and the cringe karaoke was amazing, too. So, even though I had to get a new pair of glasses because they shattered. Yeah. Next up, we got Big Mike. What's up, Mike, man? Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're playing.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Big Mike here. I've been playing quite a lot of it lately. I've been playing State of Decay 2, Heavy Rain. I'm fixing to play Detroit probably later tonight on stream and see what it's all about. Because, you know, I really enjoyed Heavy Rain. It had such an immersive story where I couldn't put it down. Such a great game. So I'm thinking anything Quadratic Dream does, it's going to be amazing.
That's dope. That's dope. I know I want to play it so bad, but you know I can't. But I do have something to show you, and I think Mike already knows because I told him. But I was lucky at work, and look at this. What does that look like? What is that? What does that look like, Terry?
That looks like that Switch right there.
It's a track.
Switch Gang. Switch Gang, baby.
Look,
No, it's all good. Congrats on winning a Switch, my man. I know you've been wanting one. So that's awesome stuff.
Here's the thing, though. I have no games. Well, it did. It came with a game. It came with this game called Troll, but it is so fucking garbage. I can't play it. Like, I just literally cannot put it in the Switch and fucking hit play. Like, it's that terrible. So I downloaded a few demos and played Kirby. I played Mighty Gunvolt. I'm loving that shit. So once I get some motherfucking money, I'm going to support my shiny new, untouched, unused Switch right now. Like I said, what's up, everybody? My name is Danny. I'm the host here at the platform, and I have been playing. I always butcher the name of this game. I don't know if it's Wise or East, or I can never call the name of this game. It's an RPG. It's called East Lacrimosa of Dana. It's like a action RPG, kind of like a Tales series. It's in that same type of vein, with dope ass combos and shit. So I've been playing that. I've been playing some Conan Exiles, level 30 King Jaffe. Come see me if you need me. I'm on server raw 60 FPS. So if you want to come see me, you can come. You know what I'm saying? Big cloth dick physics, all of that, back supported, because they updated the game. So I've been playing that, and like I said, in those Switch demos, shit, that's all I've been playing, really. Okay, all right, so let's get right into it. We got a bunch of roundtable topics today. We're going to start off with Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Call of Duty made an announcement. I think that it's Black Ops 4. I think that's what it is, right?
Right.
And it's
Black Ops 4.
Yeah, it's a new Black Ops in the series. And, I think the kicker about this particular version of Black Ops is it comes with the Battle Royale mode. I'm still trying to wrap my head around a Battle Royale Call of fucking Duty. Like, I'm trying to envision how this shit would play out. Mike, you played some Call of Duty though, right? Like, you played a lot of it. Like, the play style of Call of Duty, can that really fit within like a Battle Royale atmosphere?
I think it's gonna be interesting because them bringing a Battle Royale, they'll be the first AAA game to have a Battle Royale system. So I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do, and we already know it's going to be boots on the ground, and plus I want to know since it's going to be a $60 price tag already, because I already looked on the Microsoft store, it's $60 price tag. I want to know if they're going to offer us a free season pass, or if there's going to be a season pass.
There will not be a free season pass, but not in your dreams.
I'm about to say, hell no.
Not in your dreams.
Never.
Well, I don't know. Well,
they will give you free maps, but they're not going to give you a free season pass.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, the competition on the other end looks pretty interesting.
Call of Duty always makes so much damn money, they don't need to worry about it.
They do.
Call of Duty makes so much fucking money.
They do. But like I said, Battlefield came out and said, look, you're going to get this, this, and this, and we're giving you free DLC. We're going to get every single map for free. That's like a shot fired. That's like shots fired to them. Like, yo, they even say that we got campaign. We're like, we got campaign. We got multiplayer. I don't know. That's it.
I don't know.
Honestly, when it comes to Call of Duty, though, when it comes to Call of Duty, the hardcore COD fans don't give a shit about campaigns. So the fact that there isn't one is not even a factor to them, because majority of them never even boot that shit up.
That's true. That's true.
That is true. But like I said, me, I've been an old school COD fan for a very, very long time. Back when they even first started, before they got to this point, like say, look, we're going to give you Battle Royale, fuck the campaign. So to me, that's what it was. I've been playing Call of Duty for campaign for quite some time. I mean, come on now, not all of it's good. We've come to terms with that. I said, I didn't care for Black Ops 3's campaign. Didn't care for IW campaign. Now, World War II, I liked.
Oh, you liked World War II?
I liked the World War II campaign. It was good. To me, I thought it was good. But everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody has an opinion. Like, Terry, I know she's told me, expressed to me, she likes the IW campaign. Me, I didn't so much.
I loved it. I really did. I think that was probably one of my all-time favorite campaigns for a COD game. Then again, I'm a huge sci-fi person, and so that it appealed to me. I mean, there are some older campaigns that were really well done too back in the day, but even still, I think that's my favorite one. And I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it.
Now, the mechanics though, like you know, I'm familiar with Call of Duty's mechanics, and I'm trying to see how that could possibly fucking work in a battle royale mode. I mean, do you collect items and like you have like pickups and bandages? Is it like that, or is it like you pick a loadout and you just drop into a map? Like, did they really relay any other information other than announcing that it does have a battle royale mode?
They said it's going to have zombies, battle royale, and multiplayer. That's what they're focusing on.
It would be a very, very taboo if they didn't have zombies. You know what I mean? Because that game mode does do very, very well for them.
It does well, but see, to me, like I said, that's just me though. I'm not big on the zombie thing of just running around killing zombies all day long.
I mean, it looks fun. I mean, I played the first when they first did zombies, and I did like that, but. I don't know. It's just every time I hear Call of Duty, it brings me back to like the terribleness of the community for Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty's community is so fucking toxic. Yeah, no, I don't know if I can try to invest in a Black Ops 4. I mean, I do kind of like those type of shooters. I mean, I like Destiny. Believe it or not, I like Destiny too. But you know, it's just like okay, you got deathmatch, you got. What else you got? You got like fucking battle royale mode, no story, but then you have zombies. You know, and they mentioned it too. I think at that little announcement thing they had, they mentioned how story was like they know people were kind of shitty about it not being there, but I don't think that really affects Call of Duty as a franchise in the long run, though. I think just this announcement, all those Call of Duty fanboys and shit, they bid on it. You know. They were instantly loving it. And they didn't even get the most dislikes this time. Remember Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember they had the most dislikes on YouTube and shit?
IW was.
Yeah. IW, they didn't even get that this year. Hell, I think fucking, what we're going to talk about next, Battlefield, got more dislikes than fucking Call of Duty did.
And I think it's stupid.
It is super stupid. We're going to get into that too. But Terry, I know you said you actually play Call of Duty. Are you going to get this new one? Like, hearing that Battle Royale mode, will you give that a chance or what?
I honestly, we buy every single COD game because Joel's a huge COD fan. So even if I don't want it, I'm going to end up owning it regardless because he's going to play it.
Okay.
Because he really enjoys the multiplayer and he does do the campaigns when this one's not going to have a campaign. So I have no interest in this one personally. Because usually when I did play COD, I was actually the campaign gamer and only a little bit of the multiplayer. Whereas, like Joel, he is all about the multiplayer and he'll do the campaign a little bit here and there. But I have no interest in zombie mode. It's actually my least favorite when it comes to COD. If I'm gonna play online, I'm gonna do the basic, team deathmatch or whatever. I'm not gonna do that zombie shit. It's not for me. And Battle Royale is probably one of my most hated game modes that's popular right now. I cannot stand Battle Royale, and it actually irks me that every single game now is implementing it. I can't stand it. I can't stand Battle Royale. It's not for me. But I might play regular regular multiplayer. Maybe. Maybe we'll see. I'm not big on COD.
Are you gonna stream it?
I don't know. Like the last COD I streamed was Black Ops 3, and I mean I had my fun with the game, but COD brings in so many trolls to your streams. It does. Right? So I would rather not stream it just because I don't want the riffraff coming out of the woodwork.
Oh, God, that's what I'm saying. It's like you already know as soon as you play fucking Call of Duty, it's just like, why? Where did these COD trolls come from? So yeah, I feel you on that one. Why you won't play it? I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I mean, they said that it's like, I guess the PC version is like built from the ground up or some shit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. It just. you know.
You know what else was built from the ground up?
Yeah.
Fucking Defiance. You know, new 20 fucking. Fuck you, Tryon. Fuck you. I was so damn hyped to find out that you guys were remastering it. Yep. I loved Defiance. That game was so much fun. I go, get hyped, thinking, yes, the remaster, they're building it from the ground up on a whole new freaking, game engine. It's going to be better. Nope. It looks as shitty as the 360 version did. Well, not as shitty. The graphics are a little bit better. You do notice that the graphics are a little bit better.
Yeah. We're better.
The graphics are a little bit better. But son of a bitch, Tryon. That game had every single fucking bug that the original Defiance had at fucking launch. How in the hell are you going to go and build a game from the ground up and make the same goddamn mistakes you did in the first one? The same goddamn mistakes. You didn't learn shit.
Look, I was hyped too.
Pisses me off.
And it's changing too. Like the 2050 will be the standard version. Like that is the version.
And that made me even more mad. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll just go play the old one. No, I can't go play the old one because they're making it a freaking forced update and it's gonna take over. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
I'm not hyped. I was
over 1,000 hours of gameplay going down the toilet because they're forcing a piece of shit ass update that's gonna break everything and take it all away. So fuck you, Tryon.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. Hey, and that
sounds
was
like
Terry's
final round.
Speaking of shooters,
Terry said, "Oh shit, Terry ran, coming through, run for your life."
Battlefield.
I haven't been triggered on the show in over a month, so I finally had something to get to rant about.
That's why I got it out the way. Said, "Fuck it."
Final round.
We're gonna get it out there.
The show's over. Y'all can go home.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
She was due for a rant. She's been due for a rant.
That's true. Me too. Shit.
You always have a rant.
I know I do, but it's about
his rants aren't like my rants.
No. Terry's come with pure disdain.
Pure disdain.
Battlefield 5 was also announced, and they showed the dude. They had like a 50-minute what the fuck was that, Mike? Like it was like a 50-minute show to show like literally 1 minute of gameplay, and 30 seconds of it. I don't say 30 seconds of it was a fucking trailer. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Wasn't even gameplay. It's like mostly CGI.
They showed super quick snippets of in-game, but it was mainly.
I'm sure we'll see more. I'm sure we'll see more E3. But
you think so?
Yeah, I think we'll see more E3.
There's a little bit of kind of heat behind Battlefield 5 too. I guess the main protagonist or one of the main protagonists of the story mode is a woman. And they felt I guess a lot of people feel like it's out of place for that time frame.
Right.
But I mean, with the country she's from.
For the time frame, you're gonna tell me women don't exist?
I know.
What the fuck, people? Oh my god, we can't have a woman here because it's inappropriate.
I know. What? The whole interwebs was going crazy.
I don't care if they put a goddamn baby on the cover. Don't tell me it's freaking inappropriate.
The whole interweb is going crazy, Terry.
There's a woman. Shit.
There was a woman on the front cover for Battlefield 5 for World War II. I'm like, women fought for the country.
Women fought World War II. News people. Guess what?
Right.
Guess what, people? Know what else fought during World War II? Fucking pigeons, fucking dogs, fucking cats. You know what? Let's go put them on the goddamn cover. How about that? Then you guys can start bitching about something. God damn, you guys are fucking idiots. People are so fucking stupid, man. Freaking women were in World War I as fucking nurses and shit. And they had I forgot what they're called, but they what was it? Maybe it was World War II. But they had fucking women pilots and all that shit. Go fuck yourselves, people. Fucking read a history book. Read a goddamn history book. Go to a fucking library. Fucking sign up for a goddamn class in a tech school.
You want more, Terry? You want more? Here's this one.
You got John rolling right now. Shout out to John Dreology.
Terry said, "God damn." You want some more, Terry?
The problem with America is, you know, so many people are just ignorant in this goddamn country.
It is.
Ignorance is taking control of this country, people.
It's pitiful too that they think that would be some sort of issue. It's like, did you pay attention in class? Like, did you like go to school? You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to have heard that there were women who were instrumental in some of those world wars. It's just like I don't understand it, but they're so and they're kind of like shitty with her arm too. I guess she's missing an arm or something.
No, that's what I was about to go with you.
Yeah.
Now,
what was that? What was that about? Yeah.
Yeah, the people are going up in arms about that also. Okay, if you're able to pull up the front cover,
pun intended.
People are going up in arms about it because they're saying it could be more. That could be more realistic because what she has on her arm is a prosthetic arm, but they're saying it's cybernetic. I'm like, guys, if you look, it's prosthetic, not cybernetic. I'm like,
come on, cybernetic shit.
I know cybernetic shit in World War II, right? If they had cybernetic,
I'm like, if you look, it's prosthetic, not cybernetic. I'm like,
what the fuck is wrong with people?
I'm like, if you thought it was cybernetics back then, you need to reevaluate your life. Like you know,
I got like a huge argument. They're like, nah, it's the same thing. Cybernetic, prosthetic, it's the same thing. I said, no, it's not.
It's not the same thing.
I was like, no.
You know, one actually has mechanical parts, you freaking dumbasses.
Here we go.
Home, you stupid.
Exactly. I was like, she's not over here like, I said, she's not over here looking like Anakin Skywalker with a mechanical arm.
I mean, like, it's not like it was integral parts. You can see kind of like the plastic prosthetic where the, you know, it's like you can clearly see it's not a fucking, this is not infinite.
You see it?
You know, modern warfare, whatever the fuck. This is not that shit. You know, this.
Next they're gonna claim that they had the fucking internet in World War II.
Exactly, Trey. Trey said. Chick came out of the battlefield looked like bionic arm.
Hey, look, Dreology age showing. You know, it's like it's like bionic arm. Like really, you know, get the fuck out of here. You know, and even when the developers were talking about this particular protagonist, they didn't say that she was 100% the main story. He said it was multiple stories. I think hers is just kind of one of the ones they wanted to focus on. But they said it's multiple stories. It's not just hers. So you know, people.
So it's just gonna be just like Battlefield 1, where they had multiple stories in their campaign.
Exactly. They just chose.
So they're getting their panties in a freaking twist over, you know, probably a 30-minute fucking storyline.
Exactly. I mean, dudes is moist as fuck right now. I was looking at the hate for it, so much hate, and I'm like, and I just really, I had to look it up, because I'm like, I don't understand where, and I'm looking at the box art, I'm listening to what the developers say, and I'm like, where did they say that she was absolutely the ruler of this game? They basically said it was multiple stories.
And you know what the funny thing is?
Kind of like a heart.
Yeah, we didn't fight, you know, we didn't fight Hitler, you guys. We fought against the women, you know, we were rising up. And the men couldn't handle it. So World War II was the male race versus the female race. So that's the real story that, you know, they didn't put in the history books because, you know, it would have caused too much of a problem. So people are ridiculous.
It was a bionic all women female.
Yeah, they had all female freaking, you know, continent, and they're trying to take over the world.
Right.
And where are the people coming up with this bullshit? That, you know, that she... What?
They were so butthurt, Terry. When I tell you that you should see Twitter, you should see Battlefield's Twitter. Like, their official Twitter is, like, littered with
cancer. It's like cancerous.
It is. It's like, they don't have to shut that motherfucker down and reopen another one. Like, there's no way.
And you know what the funny part is, both of you? On the front cover of Battlefield 1, it's a fucking woman!
Because I was because I'm looking at.
Me and Jerry were like, where's the fucking hate on that one?
Yeah, that one they were pretty much just nurses and shit. They didn't have as big of. I mean, they had a big role, but they weren't like able to fight and shit as like they could in World War II.
Yeah, World War II. Women had.
World War I was all about the industrial workforce for women and being nurses and medics and shit.
Right. Exactly. So it just humors me when I see that type of shit and that type of when people get so pissed and riled up about that, because it's like, come on, man. There's so much more shit that you can put your energy in than fucking being pissed that there's a female protagonist on the cover of Battlefield 5. Like, arguing against that is just like, it just shows you how primitive some people think, and it's like, did you actually pay attention to anything in life? Like, I know you got the History Channel. I know you do. And I know you had it on by accident and accidentally watched the episode of like World War II, and they talked about the women from other countries and shit who did fight. So it just amazes me why people are so fucking shitty about that. And I guess the story is going to be kind of like super focused too. It's going to be like they're going to get really deep on like the intricate parts of each individual story. I think they said it's going to be like 5 or 7 hours a piece, and then some stories are shorter than that. But I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. Maybe that's why she's on the cover. Because her story may be one of the longer stories, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But it doesn't matter. It's like, why wouldn't you find that interesting? Don't you want to know what kind of her role, what she played, what type of role she played in that? And like seeing what type of like her vengeance, like, her feeling like she has to get back or like have to fight or fight for the cause. That seems like such an interesting story. And I'm hype about it.
You know what? This is something that has always gotten to me when it comes to like these games when they focus on wars. World War I and World War II were big wars in our history, so I get why they are covered so heavily in video gaming. Mm-hmm. And there have been video games that focus on the Civil War and then the Revolutionary War and stuff. But there are so many, on Vietnam of course too. But there are so many other wars that don't ever get featured in games. You know what I mean?
That's true,
you can go back farther. There's so many things that they haven't even really touched.
You know why they won't do like North versus South? Because there's a lot of that type of war. It would be.
You want some controversy?
Yeah.
You want some controversy? Make a game, okay? A first-person shooter for the Spanish-American War and put a black man on the cover. I guarantee everyone's gonna come out about how black men weren't fighters, they were slaves, and all this other bullshit. You not realize that's when the Buffalo Soldiers came out, people?
Exactly.
So that's what I want to see. I want to see a game that showcases the Buffalo Soldiers back in the Spanish-American War, and the uproar that people will have when they see a black man on the goddamn cover.
You know what? I actually would like to see that, and I think that would kind of the developers would really be taking a huge risk doing something like that. It's kind of like Mafia 3. It's like because that time during that time, us folks was not not allowed to do too much. I mean, we were able to fight, but
and for the record, Buffalo Soldiers were also in World War I and II.
Yeah.
For anybody who didn't know that, because we have so many people that don't even realize women were in the wars, Buffalo Soldiers were also in World War I and II, people.
Here, Buffalo Soldiers, if you don't know, there's half men, half buffalo.
Yep. They are descendant from centaurs.
Exactly.
And
there's a black dude on top, buffalo bottom.
And they came to the U.S. on a rainbow road, okay? And
eating Lucky Charms. Eating Lucky Charms.
Yeah, they ate the Lucky Charms, and they all settled in Montana.
That shit, you're right, and it's just such a a crazy thing that we're even talking about this in 2018. Like, people really don't fucking know. It's like, you really didn't know? Like, and you know, and it's like, damn, this is something that you really want to attack a company for, putting a female protagonist on the cover. You know, it's just very strange how some people are. It's like, does that really ruin your day? Does that really take you out of what the game is? I mean, like, war is war. Whether you're playing as a woman or a man, it's going to be fucking terrible. Like, it's going to be horrible images. You know what I'm saying?
It's brutal. It doesn't matter what your gender, what your freaking race is, you know, your cultural background, any of that. You all die the same. You all feel the same amount of pain.
You feel the same amount of pain. You see the same amount of craziness, death, fucking betrayal, racism, sexism. You know, it would be just very interesting to see how she kind of deals with that, because, you know, back then there was definitely more sexism. You know, it was definitely prominent during that time frame, and I would love to see how she handles that. So, you know, I think the story would be interesting. All you guys who are butthurt about that, I think you should really give it a chance. Just play it, and then, you know, see if your anger is still warranted. Now, if she's doing flips and you know, picking up tanks with her arm and shit, yes, you got a fucking gripe. And it's not about her being a woman. It's about that shit didn't go down in World War II. You know what I'm saying? So I would be on board with the anger on that, but that's not the case. And her story is supposed to be the most heart-wrenching out of all the stories that they're presenting within that game. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. For sure.
I am.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Okay. Next up, we are talking about State of Decay 2. Terry, I know you're not getting this shit. It's all zombies.
Fuck zombies.
Hey, I know you're not fucking with it. I know Terry not fucking with that shit. But me and Mike, you know, we actually been playing it. We both have Game Pass. So that free trial running out, though. I think I got like 3 more days or some shit. But we both have it on Game Pass, and we've been, you know, actually, I've been enjoying it. We haven't had a chance to play yet. I know I was supposed to get on with Big Mike. My fault, man.
Wait, you haven't had a chance to play, but you're enjoying it?
No, I haven't had a chance to play with Big Mike.
He stood me up twice, Terry.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, me and Mike haven't had a chance to play together. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. But I have played a little bit on my own, and so as Mike, I think you played with other people too, didn't you, Mike? You played with you did some multiplayer and shit.
I've done multiplayer, yeah.
And you know, honestly, right now, I think the score for it was like a 60 or 70. What is the meta score for that right now? I need to look. It was
in the 70s, I think.
That's what I was thinking of. So I'm looking at it right now because I need to know because.
And I think it's fair.
You think so?
Oh, see, Dre says 68, so it probably was 68.
Okay, 68. You know, that's kind
fair.
of. It's kind of like I don't want Terry's point to be proven right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to fight right now. I don't want her point to be proven right that the game, you know, zombie games is kind of, you know.
Zombies oversaturate the gaming market. They do. You know, so many games end up implementing zombies or something that even if it's not an actual zombie, it's zombie-like, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Even my beloved Tomb Raider, you know, had, you know, a zombie-like, you know, DLC thing that they added in, and I was like, what the fuck you guys doing? Come on.
Zombies!
It's not going to stop.
Stop ruining good shit with zombies. Zombies can have their own thing. You don't need to implement them in something that they have no place being in. Okay? No. They have no place.
Well, hey, look, I'm not gonna.
You know, the next thing you're gonna know, freaking Nintendo's gonna start doing it, and you're gonna have zombie fucking Mario.
Look. That'll be the day that I'm not supporting.
He'll go and he'll try to, you know, he'll go and try to he'll try to just jump on him. Oh, I can't even take it seriously. He'll go and try to jump on something. It won't fucking die. He'll just keep on, you know, trying to jump on shit and it won't fucking die, and he won't understand what's going on because it's like, well, it worked before.
But no, I played it, and I've had to restart my town twice. But
yeah, well, but you know, I play better than you, Mike. Plus, I'm playing on PC, so.
Well, no. I was my first time. I was playing around, and I got to the point where I was like pretty far in the game, and I had to go get this food back from the neighboring town because they stole it from me. Well, when I went to go get it back and everything.
Yeah, no one should steal food from Mike. Okay, he's a big boy. You don't take food from a big man. You don't do that.
A man's got to eat. Danny knows what it is. That's what's up.
That's true. I'm a big guy too, so it's like, you know, you take my food, you pull it back a nub up in this motherfucker.
You want to get in a fight real fast, you take food away from a big person. Don't do that shit.
Motherfucker, move it. Yeah.
I went to go get it back, but I went to go get it back and everything, and when I went to go get it back, I was going to do it calmly. I like, please get back the food. There's other people in my community need it. She's like, nah, fuck you, man. It's my food. You want it? You fight me for it. So we had to go end up fighting. But as soon as we were about to fight, the frames dropped.
Oh.
And they did. Oh! The game froze, and when the game unfroze, my survivor was dead.
Oh,
dude, I was super salty. That was not the first time it did. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll start a new town. And this time I was playing with Austin. He was helping me. And we got to the point where, you know, I had to go get some guns from another neighboring town because they stole our guns and everything.
Okay, I'm seeing a trend here. So, Mission A, you're going to go and, you know, steal something from a neighboring town. Mission B, you're going to go and steal something else from a neighboring town. Mission 3, you're going to go back to that same town and, you know, you're going to give them your shit because you realize that wasn't yours to begin with.
Milk.
Yes, exactly. I mean, they're all. It's kind of like The Walking Dead, the way it plays out. I mean,
it is like The Walking Dead. Yeah, because you gotta do these runs.
People are stealing from you, and you got to run this, you got to run there.
Right.
Well, they stole our guns and everything, so I went to go get them back, and you know I did it calmly. He's like, no, we want our guns back. We need them. We're trying to survive. And he's like, no, you got to fight me. So this time.
They can fucking keep the guns. I play plenty of zombie games. We all know a baseball bat is way more effective than a damn gun.
Hey,
so this time,
hey, I don't know. The guns work for me. Like, that's one headshot, like, pow, and it's over. Yeah, like, I've been wrecking with a gun. I don't know. Maybe, you know
what?
Terri should have sabotaged.
You get your melee weapons because you don't have to worry about running out of bullets in the middle when shit gets too thick. You know
that's true. That's true. But that's what you do. You bash your head in. And then when it gets thicker than cake mix, you pull out the gun, and that's when you start blasting.
This guy, I started, you know, taking my pipe wrench to his head. I took him down to the ground. He jumped back up. Next thing, he like whistled or whatever, and here comes backup. I didn't go.
Whistled?
Well, whatever.
He's like, oh shit! I just got smacked by a pipe wrench. I got smacked by a pipe wrench, and the first thing he's gonna do is whistle a merry tune. What the fuck?
But hey, I was saying. Here comes his backup. Next thing I know, they started shooting me. So I, you know, whipped out my gun. I aim it down the sight building. I hit RT. Guess what?
You got wrecked.
The gun wasn't firing. My gun was not firing. So I lost notice of it. You know, that's this game. I said, what?
So it sounds like Mike got a sabotage copy that was meant for me because I refused to buy that shit. Because I refused to buy that shit, they had to give it to someone, and Mike was the patsy.
I was getting sabotaged.
They said, well, friends with. They said, well, he's friends with Terri, so we can sabotage him. And they sabotaged him.
Exactly, Drake. I got bodied twice in that game.
Well, I didn't get bodied yet. You know, listen, my dude's still making it. Like,
I mean, the game is fun all around, but there is bugs in there. Let's be honest, there's bugs.
Well, I did. Now, remember when we were first talking about it, I said I haven't had any bugs, but I did. I ran into one kind of shitty bug, and it was with my car. I had survivors in the car. We driving back to the home base. The car just fly in the air, like it just flips. We all,
you know, because you forgot about the Back to the Future DLC.
The car just flips.
You're gonna time travel to either before the zombie apocalypse happens, or you're gonna skip to when it ends.
Right, exactly.
That's part of the game. It's a secret. egg. You guys gotta find it. You gotta find the Easter egg. Where you gotta get into the DeLorean. You gotta go to 88 miles per hour and skip to the damn future when shit's good again.
Now
That's the whole game right there.
get a load of this. When it flipped for like 10 minutes, when it finally landed, it actually, first of all, it was a slow descent for some reason. I don't know. But then
Slow descent because you don't have a parachute. Okay? So this was pre-planned. You have to have a slow descent because you don't have a parachute.
Alright, so I slowly land in like this rock formation upside down, right? Lost the car.
So now Danny's between a rock and a hard place.
Right. Now the people survived. All of us survived, but we lost the car. It would never flip. You couldn't get it to flip. It was stuck in the rock formation. I was so shitty. And I think we were like 500 distance away from fucking from the
That's when you go and you start punching the rocks like you're playing Ark. And
hell, I wish that would help me more than what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? If I could hit rocks, hell yeah. But no, I couldn't do that. So, but we still survived. But it took us forever to get across that map. And I think about halfway through the map, we found a police car, and we were able to continue the journey. But that was really the only major bug I had. And then I think it did crash twice. I loaded the game up, it crashed. And then another time I loaded, and then another time I loaded it up, it did crash again. But
crashing kind of is a PC problem.
Yeah, that's
console
like a PC
games.
thing.
I mean, I have had Xbox games crash on me, but PC games crash way more frequently.
That's definitely.
I've even had PS4 games crash on me, but even that's not very common.
Right.
Yeah, PC games do crash sometimes and shit. So it's like, and it's just a PC thing, it just crashes. There's a lot of apps that crash, not just games. So.
Then there was another scene where me and Oscar were playing together, and we were working as a team and everything, getting food and medicines and stuff. I'm out driving the car and everything,
Let me guess, you went to the next town over to go steal the medicine, right?
No.
Terry bashing the shit out of this up.
I was in the car driving. I left Austin, in the woods, to do his thing.
That don't sound good, man. To do his thing.
What?
He better, he put. I'm not going to touch him. I'm not touching that.
Yeah, don't touch it, Terry.
See, I jumped in the car, and left the woods.
Don't touch it, Terry.
And Austin's like, Mike, why are you standing here? Mike, why are you standing here looking at me? I said, I'm not standing here looking. I'm driving the car. He goes, dude, on my screen, you're standing here right beside me.
Oh.
I said, I'm not, dude. I was like, I'm not. I'm in the car, man, driving around. Doing my thing over here. Getting, supplies.
I don't know about Austin doing his thing and then you staying next to him doing your thing.
I know. It sounds so fucking weird. It's like, oh, no. Oh no! You know what I'm saying? You doing y'all both.
And also, if you have to keep going to the neighboring town to steal shit, how come they haven't, fortified and they're not prepared for that? You should be like, oh, those assholes up the hill are coming back again.
I don't know why. It seemed like they would fortify some shit, but maybe you get to
think they would.
I mean, after the first time you think that they'd have their guard up, then the second time they'd be like, okay, you know what, these guys are assholes, let's go kick their asses. And then the third time, it's like, no.
See, it's always happening when you're like coming back on a mission, when your survivor's like, oh, our food was stolen, or oh, our guns were stolen, please go back and get them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who's in charge of watching your shit?
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in the game?
If your stuff is getting stolen every damn 2 seconds, shoot the guy who isn't watching your shit. Okay? He's not a valuable member of the team anymore. He keeps losing your shit. Shoot him in the head and move on.
That's how I feel.
You don't have time to fuck with that shit when there's zombies out and about. Okay? You can't keep going and getting shit because some guy on your team keeps losing your shit. Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Playing State of Decay, especially on PC, now, I must admit, it does look way better than the first one. Like the first one,
yes,
I loved how the first one looked, but this one looks like definitely close. I would say close to like a AAA style look to it. It has like that motion blur.
Close to a AAA style, as you know, you have the DeLorean flying to the future.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Close.
You got people ghosting up next to each other. Giving each other the crazy eye, and it's close to AAA.
Giving you that crazy eye.
Listen, Mike, where's your hands? What you doing, Mike? Why are you standing there? It's like, why are you there, Mike? What the fuck? What up?
But all in all, the game is fun, but it's got some bugs.
It does. I actually like it. I think it's about a 7.5. I don't think it's low. I was
laughing at some of them. Like I said.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. What's up, Eugene?
We can't hear you.
Chilling.
So, introduce yourself and tell us what you're playing.
All right, it's Eugene, the Black Dragon 79 on the PSN. I haven't been playing much of anything this week, but when I do get a chance, I do play the God of War. Right now, I beat the final boss. Spoiler free, that is. So before I actually pull the trigger and see the ending, right, I'm gonna do all the side stuff first. So when I get the platinum trophy, that's gonna be after I view the ending.
All right. Okay, that's dope, Eugene. All right, Pudsey. I know you're ungodly hours right now, but thank you for stopping through and checking us out. Sorry, Eugene, I just had to shout out. All right, so you're playing God of War.
No doubt.
Okay, so you're playing God of War. Anything else when you do get a chance to play?
Well, ever since I upgraded to the new set with the 4K TV and the PS4 Pro, I started playing some of my older stuff, and the graphical upgrade breathed new life into certain games, like Mortal Kombat X, Injustice, Need for Speed. I started playing my other older games more and more just because of that boost in graphical.
Yeah, you get to see it.
I guess you call it.
Yeah. This motherfucker got eyegasms and shit. He need a cigarette every time he play the game and shit. Yeah, that motherfucker.
Hey. You know what? Everybody? I went through some little bit of trial and error testing out different 4K TVs. And I should have just went with my heart from the jump and just got the Sony Bravia, but my pockets was like, "No, dude, that's too much for you." But yeah, I had the money for it. But I was being cheap. Being cheap cost me $4 at Best Buy.
There you go. That's what happens when you be cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Get what you pay for.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's all I was trying to tell them about the Vizios, but you talk about the Vizios ain't good. Like, the Vizios is dope, man. Like,
I've had my Vizio for a while.
Yeah, Vizios are great TV.
Actually, right when I first bought this 4K TV, the first one I got was the Vizio M30. Right?
What is that one?
I got it home, plugged it in, and it was like, I wasn't feeling it. The UI was very slow and unresponsive. The TV came with no remote. I don't understand where they was going with that.
I think you got sabotaged, dude.
That shit went back to the store like an hour later.
I think what happened was the people that were looking for Terry ended up they found your shit, Eugene. They said, "Oh, you know what? We about to do this. We gonna put a
he's an acquaintance. Good enough.
Right, good enough. So we gonna put a Vizio sticker on a Hisense TV." And we're gonna fool this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So we and in the box, and they gonna come with no remote, so he can't even fucking control his TV and set it up and shit.
I call Best Buy. Yo, where the remote at? Oh yeah, you use your phone app to control TV. Say what? You pack this motherfucker up right now. Go back to Best Buy.
I swear, I've never had that problem with Vizio. Like, literally Vizio. That's right, Pure. That's right. Vizio has always done me well. Like, Vizio, so I do like Sony too. Sony is really good too. Sony is good too. It's just so expensive. It's like, damn, I can get the same fucking good ass shit with Vizio and Sony.
But you know what I liked about the Sony though? It's Android.
Well, of course.
Of course.
That's what I like the most about it. Android.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I'm not gonna use anything on my TV. Like, I'm not using any fucking apps. Like, I got my listen. I have my PC hooked up to my TV. I don't need apps. I have a PC connected to it, so it's like I don't even need apps.
Yo, but let me tell you something though, man. Ever since I've been using this Sony Bravia X900E at Best Buy, 49-inch, had to put that out there. I have yet only time I turn my PS4 on now is to play games, because the apps on the TV are so great. There's no point in me turning the PS4 on to use those same apps.
Yeah.
Like if I want to listen to Spotify, Sirius XM radio, I hit the screen off button, right? I can just listen to the radio with the screen completely off.
Yeah, but it's like, God, you know, just using that
It's
TV
the little
to do
things.
all that.
It's the little things that count.
To me, a TV is just like a ways to an end. You know, it's like I just need that picture to be nice. I need them hertz to be high. You know, at least 120. I prefer 240, but 120 I won't go lower than that. Yeah.
Yeah, this Bravia has a 120 hertz full array panel.
See, that's why I like Vizio. Vizio do a lot of 240 hertz TVs. You know, that's like zero input lag. 120, I mean, you don't have input lag like that. I mean, but there is a tiny, small amount of input lag with 120. But 240 hertz is like nothing. Like, it's flawless.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, y'all know I play fighting games, right, a lot. Primarily, I play fighting game. So
Right.
when I play the fighting game with this TV, I felt like I was standing in front of the arcade machine back in the 90s. It was that
I know,
responsive.
because the old arcade machines, I think, were 400 hertz. So, you know, anything high, you know, 240 is high. Anything you get, you know, anytime you get, you know, you climb that rank, it's super smooth. So, but
now, are there any TVs out there that have a 240 hertz, or are they in the bigger sizes?
I do. I got a Vizio. I got a Vizio 55 240 hertz TV. And
okay, so I'm getting the bigger the size, the bigger the hertz.
Yes, and then well, sometimes it's 120 because my Sony is 47 inch and it's 120. But you know, both beautiful pictures. You know, my Bravia looks amazing. Nothing against Sony's. It's just that price tag. It's like, fuck, you know.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
as they say, man, you get what you pay for.
Well, I got what I paid for on my Vizio.
hell yeah! I was gonna say I got what I paid for. I got a quality ass picture.
But here's the logic I went with. I went in, right? I went in with a $500 budget from the jump. And I was like, you know, I bought the $500 TV, got home, it was alright. So you know what? I kept it for a week. I started watching reviews, ads, whatnot, and I was like, you know what? When I'm gonna get another 3, take this bad boy back, boom.
Damn, man, I couldn't. Fuck it. If I would have hooked it up and looked at the picture, it was like, oh, that shit looks great. Guess what? That TV's staying. I'm not taking that motherfucker back. You know, if it looks good and that shit is working. Like, yeah. And like I said, don't get me wrong. Sony's TVs are amazing. Do not get me wrong on that. I'm not a Sony hater like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just when you talk about pockets and when you open your motherfucking wallet and butterflies fly out that bitch, that's when you need to. That's when you need to look at Vizio and go, all right.
Open up your wallet, right? Oh no, your wallet. Smiley emojis pop out.
Hell yeah, that motherfucker. Hell yeah, thumbs down emojis. Like damn, you know. You open that motherfucker up.
But you know me. Yeah. But people who know me, right, personally, they know I'm very particular when it comes to buying electronics because I don't buy electronics very often. So when I do, I gotta get the best shit once. That's just how it always was.
All right, yeah, I hear you, Pierre. All right, man. Thank you for stopping through. Glad you're able to come through and check us out. Original members on tonight, full cast. I know we've been kind of fugazi with our time frames. And Akeyles came through on Monday with the Clutch cast. Yep. So and shouts out to who was that? Kablooey. Who was it? Kablooey and what was the other?
K4.
K4. Shouts out to Kablooey and K4 for stepping in and helping us out.
Exactly,
What did he say? Sony prices have your what did he say?
He said Sony prices have your wallets feeling like hold up, big fella.
Hold up, big fella. This is a wallet. Whoa.
Exactly.
Like, damn, this TV costs money.
Catch me up to speed, man.
Catch up to speed. Call a booty is call a booty. Fake outrage for Battlefield 5. State of Decay is not as decayed as people say it is, and
it's
that's
fair.
It's close. It's got some spots. It's got some measles spots on that motherfucker, but
It needs some polish.
It does. It definitely needs some polish, but it's okay though.
Oh, it needs some floor varnish.
It needs some mopping blow or something. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, it needs something. Okay, so now we're on
did we
Detroit.
talk about the major release? There we go.
Yeah. We're on Detroit right now. So, all right. So Detroit's Become Human is in people's hands right now. I think the meta score for Detroit is like 80 or 90 or something like that.
It was 80.
Last time I checked, it was sitting around 91.
Oh
No,
shit!
It was
Really?
not.
91? No way! I thought it was 80, man.
He's lying. It's 80.
Dude, you know he's trolling like a motherfucker, man. Hold on.
I was actually looking at scores earlier. I was going to go buy it today. I was down here, but I'm going to wait till I get back up in my area tomorrow. Well, Sunday.
I'm about to see it right now. Let's see.
I was saying, unless it went up 10 points high, it was sitting at 80 when I checked.
Right.
Dual Shockers gave it a 90 though.
That's what I meant to say. I was looking at other outlets.
Here we go.
Say it's going down. It's down at 79 right now.
Yep. The
On
Metacritic.
On Metacritic.
Yep. So something.
Which still
people that have it right now, what are y'all thinking about it?
Yeah,
I haven't played it yet.
User score is 86, and the critic score is 79.
Hey.
Yeah, 86 user score. I mean, people are loving it. Fuck the critics. You know, really, that's just their opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I don't go off of reviews, you know, because every gamer likes different things.
Exactly.
You know, just because a critic doesn't like it doesn't mean you won't like it.
Exactly.
Dre said, y'all.
I don't think I can take critics' scores ain't serious at this point. When I watch some critics stream play games, they fucking suck at it.
You also don't know who's being paid off for that review.
Right.
That's true. Dreology said, "Put some respect in Call of Duty's name." I got some respect for it right here.
Dre's not even on the show. You told me to like.
He got a
Damn.
Dreology
How the
has
fuck
love.
you left a like in the comments, bitch?
And Dreology. That was his last one.
Game over.
Oh, damn, he gotta get...
You know Dre's salty now.
I know he's salty. He's about to cuss me out. I'm just playing with you, man. I'm just bullshit.
He's gonna hit you up in the comments and say, "Yo, we're playing Street Fighter tonight."
Nope, I ain't trying to get wrecked like that. But Detroit Become Human. You know, I know everybody. I think everybody here except me has played the demo or at least started on the game.
I have not touched the demo.
Oh, you haven't touched the demo yet? I know you don't usually do too many demos.
Because I always stream everything, so I wanted to have, you know, a first-time reaction on stream and not be like already had that spoiler for that one part.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can understand that, but I don't know.
I want to pick that bad boy up tomorrow.
Everybody, you know, a lot of people are saying it's pretty dope. I mean, like I watched a tiny bit of it on Twitch. And the tense-ass moments that are displayed in that game is unreal. I wish they would make it a way to where you could have a game that's like super story like Detroit, but then kind of like, you know, throw some action shit in there. Like that would be amazing, man.
Now, Danny, request permission to talk about one small part that made me say I'm getting this.
Everybody get ready. It's about to be kind of... If you don't want to be spoiled, don't turn off the show. Just mute us.
I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to hear this shit.
Terry's like, mute? She about to mute the fuck out.
All I'm going to say is about an abusive father who got what was coming to him.
That's some emotional shit. Like, the part I was watching was, I think... Spoiler alert, they were trying to, I guess, cross over somewhere, and they needed the help of some humans, and it was the situation got super emotional. You know, and my jaw was kind of dropped, like on some of how the acting plays out. So I think
the part I was
go ahead.
Sorry. The part I was watching, right, damn, they had me it almost brought some emotion out of me, like, God damn, this motherfucker.
It's like, damn. That's what I was saying. It's like heartening, you know. So, you know, this game has a lot of fanfare and a lot of like celebrity support too. Like there's major celebs in the game and shit. You got like Jesse, what is his name? Jesse Williams. I forget what show he's from, SVU or one of them. He's playing one of the protagonists in the game, so it's like.
You say he's from SVU. What character does he play? I
don't know if it's SVU or I can't remember. It's one of them fucking shows, but it's Jesse Williams. You know, he's a terrific actor, but he's in this game too. And like I said, just a little bit that I saw was super, super heart-wrenching, and I love when games do that.
Are you picking this bad boy up?
Yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah, for sure. I just love when games take chances like that, when they touch on subjects that are kind of like fucked up, especially when it's dealing with like some sort of like classism or racism or some sort of sad violence. When it pulls at your heartstrings like that, that's when you know the writer's done a good job.
You see, here's a problem, right, I may have with this game. Because of this one issue, I couldn't finish Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain was so emotionally fucked up, I couldn't bring myself to complete the story.
Because it's heartening, man. It's so sad. It's like, damn, man.
You haven't finished Heavy Rain?
That's the Quantic Dream thing, dudes. Like, all their games do that.
Don't it? Their games are like super emotional.
Yeah.
I think I may complete Heavy Rain eventually. Probably because I'm off Monday. I'm leaving Sunday from the south, so I'm just going to eat it and just find out who the origami killer is and just get over with.
Trey said, "Oh shit, Eugene, you crying?"
You know he cried like a bitch. You know he did. That motherfucker crying like a motherfucker.
You know what, man? When you got kids of your own, you see shit like this played out in video games, it make you feel some type of way. It really does.
It does.
Shit, he was like grown man. Dad, this okay? Dad, you all right? I'm all right, son. I got some onions up in this motherfucker. I'm all right.
Yeah, right. Eugene's already shot at his son Junior over there. Junior, God damn it, bring me some tissues.
But Dad, you got some motherfucking saliva on your lip, man. You been crying. Drell, you said I think he gonna cry in the car. Shit. But you know, I feel you though, man. While we busting your shit, man, for real, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit is like I said, that scene that I watched today on Detroit was like fucking crazy. And that scene, they said, I think it had 7 or 8 different ways it could play out. So I couldn't imagine how this scene would play out in different ways, you know, and how it would fuck your mentality up, and you start thinking like, damn, if I was in this situation, I would just be like devastated, you know.
I played the demo for Detroit, and I liked it, so I knew I was sold on it. I got 2 of the endings of the 6 on that. See,
that's amazing. That I love how they have those that you can play it out in so many different ways.
People down here.
Yeah, the one scene called it's called Hostage. It has 6 endings.
6 endings, man.
Yeah, I got 2 of the 6.
Damn.
God damn, that game is desperate. You can get all them. Oh yeah, I need this in my life.
That's what I'm saying. I love that, man.
I know Preston's already told me he's been playing it, and he said he's been in his fields like 2 or 3 times already.
Oh shit, Eugene, don't play that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, Terry be busting your motherfucking tongue.
Like I brought my system down here to my cousin's house while I'm staying at. I'm so spoiled by 4K now. I won't play my PS4 Pro on the 1080p TV.
The next podcast is going to be Eugene crying.
I know.
You know, from his experience playing Detroit, it's going to be me over your trigger because I'm probably going to call bullshit on something.
Right. All right. Next up, introduce Eugene. Tell us what you're playing. I'm playing in Detroit, and they killed her. And I'm like, what the fuck? Terry's like, I fucking played Detroit and the game froze and I fucking the save corrupted and now
and I don't feel feelings or human emotions anyway. Shut
the fuck up. Don't try to pre-rip. She got you already.
No, I'm super excited to play it. I just bought it today because I had to wait. I couldn't do the pre-order because I had a 20% off coupon for PSN, and you can't use your coupons on pre-orders. So I had to wait until it fully released so I could use my coupon. But it's fine. I was getting the base game anyway, so I didn't need to pre-order for the base game.
Right.
Do this game have a season pass I should know about?
No.
Probably not. I don't
think it's not.
Yeah, Quantum said they don't do season passes. They just
they just give you your game.
I think they did say that they were going to have DLC chapters though. I think they said they were going to have some small DLC, but and I think it's going to be free. I do not think that they're charging for the DLC, which is great. That I think that trend is kind of catching on with a lot of developers offering that free DLC because it's like it's no point, unless you're doing something like The Witcher, where the game is like damn near a whole nother fucking game and shit. It just ain't worth it sometimes, So
you played Heavy Rain though, haven't you, Danny?
Yeah, I played Heavy Rain. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you haven't played Heavy Rain, you ought to pick up the deluxe edition if you haven't played Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain was kind of in your fields too.
That was free to PSN one time, a couple months back. It was free in the tail end of last year. Heavy Rain was free.
Right now, Beyond Two Souls free.
Yeah, well, I got Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls free in one bundle.
Oh, you got it all together. Okay, yeah, you're going to be fucking emotional by next show.
You're just missing out on that Indigo Prophecy then.
Oh, he ain't ready for that, Terry. He ain't got no skills for that. Yeah, he ain't got no skills for that.
Skills for what?
For the
Indigo Prophecy. That's the first one they did before
Heavy Rain. Hard,
Rain.
too. Indigo
It's
Prophecy
great.
was hard.
It's a great game. I love that freaking game. That one's on PC. You're not going to get that on console.
Yep, rip. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. But, get you a PC, hashtag PC. And, I'll let you get the copy I got. Shit, I got a DRM free copy, so. And it's not stolen, Mike. It is not a downloaded. I got an actual DRM. I got it from.
You didn't get it from LimeWire?
Oh, dude, your age is fucking showing, dude. You said LimeWire.
You didn't get it from Napster?
Whoa. Boy, he said LimeWire. Dude, if you could download games in LimeWire, show me. Because I think the only thing I fucking downloaded in LimeWire was music. I didn't do games and shit.
Wasn't that site shut down
they were
20 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, at least 15 years ago.
Actually,
I said, holy shit.
Actually,
and so is BT Junkie. That got shut down too.
Actually, the way it all happened, I mean, Napster got shut down first, and everybody jumped to LimeWire.
And then remember they came out with FrostWire. FrostWire was like a hacked LimeWire.
Oh my god, yeah. FrostWire based AKA virus my computer now.
Oh shit! Our chat's age. Look, our chat's age is showing. Dreology and John talking about they remember about fucking LimeWire.
LimeWire.
We got some over 30s and some 40s in that motherfucking chat. Hell yeah!
Said LimeWire ass off. You know how many people got sued off of LimeWire?
Hell yeah! People got sued. That's why you talk about downloading a game. I'm like, fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, I don't even know if I feel okay putting this out there. But because of LimeWire and BT Junkie, I got damn near 30,000 tracks of music on my computer.
Oh shit! Police coming. They at you. They coming.
They're looking up you. They're looking up your IP right now. They're coming.
Right. Exactly.
But that was the PC that I once owned.
I'd say Napster would still be I would say Napster would still be going strong if it wasn't because of Metallica. Metallica was butthurt.
Fucked it up,
But Metallica was like fucking butthurt. Like, yo, motherfuckers are already downloading Metallica songs, and we're not getting paid.
Hell yeah, shit.
Well, it is a thing that was hurting all of them, though.
It was fucking shit up. It was.
Now, Dan, let me put this out there, Danny.
What's that?
Let's say let Prince got pissed off at Napster.
Prince?
That motherfucker probably be in jail right now.
Prince would be arrested. Not Prince, but the
Prince would come see him in person.
Yeah, Prince would be like, motherfucker, what are you doing with my music? All about that
Prince
shit.
Prince come in here with the deep voice version. You get the deep voice version of Prince.
What are you doing with my music? Would you like some pancakes?
Let's go play basketball.
Wait. I would sound like Terry over there. Ow it!
Terry's like, no.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Okay, so it's safe to say that Detroit definitely will be copped by everybody on this panel for sure, for sure.
So,
I mean, Mike owns it. I'm gonna have it. Terry gonna have it, and
I own it.
Yeah, I bought it. I
I
literally
will
bought
have
it
it.
about 10 minutes
Then
before we
you're gonna
went
have
live.
and then you're gonna have the Day 600 edition on PC.
It's not coming out on PC. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I ain't got to worry about that. So, you know, I
so
will
you
have...
get, so you getting the PS4 version. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's only
Another
the
game
PS4
that-
version.
Another game that's come out that I've been playing is I know you've already played it there, Danny. Is H1Z1 on the PS4?
Oh, H1Z1, man, I put so many hours in H1Z1, dude. I think I played it for a whole year.
I'm liking it. I'm actually liking it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yes!
look, me and my buddy LOL, shouts out to LOL if he's watching. We played for, even my wife was so shitty with me too, because I was straight. I was a neglective ass husband at the time. I had to kind of pull myself back, but
Shit!
I did, and she voiced
Danny, I can't believe you're having fun again.
No, my wife was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! You come home from work and then you own the game all the way until night." It's like she was like, "I'm not seeing you after today, so it's either fuck you or you fuck that game." I said, "Oh shit! All right, let me take a step back." But yeah, H1Z1, man.
It's lovely game to put that game down.
Look, H1. Look, I love my wife, so I stepped back. But it was. I had hella fun playing it. I had hella fun, especially with the battle royale modes and the PVE or the PVE VP, where you had to fight players and zombies and shit. I loved that. Build a base, take a police car, ram it into somebody else's base, take their shit. Didn't realize you created a lot of noise, so here's a horde of zombies coming to fuck you up, plus two other players. Loved it. But I don't think it's the same now, though, right? It's just like Battle Royale only, right?
Right, it's just Battle Royale. It has a solo
This
mode.
game got the Fortnite treatment, I'm guessing.
No, it has the solo mode, duos, and fives. And there's no building or anything like you do in Fortnite. This is just like a straight up Battle Royale like you play on PUBG. You go.
Well, that's how it was. That's how it was too when I played it. Like, because it was two different games on PC. It's two separate games. It's H1Z1 Survive and then King of the Hill.
Yeah,
and King of the Hill was the Battle Royale mode. Yeah.
They don't have King of the Hill or whatever. It's just called Battle Royale.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But King of the Hill was Battle Royale on PC.
Okay.
And it wasn't any build or anything, but it was like crafting. Like you can make a bow real quick if you don't have a weapon. You rip up your T-shirt, make a bow, hit somebody in the neck with an arrow and shit. You know, I used to love doing that, man. Especially when the dude come up with a shotgun, and all I got is a bow, and I hit him in the cheek with that motherfucking arrow.
Yeah,
man.
I don't use the crossbow.
This ain't even a crossbow, man. This is like a straight up Conan bow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
there's no bow and arrow in this game. The one I've played so far. They got a crossbow.
Copy. No, H1Z1 actually was first. H1Z1 is the first Battle Royale game. Then
that's
next
what I've
was,
been telling people.
It was PUBG. Actually, it goes further. I think DayZ was technically considered the first Battle Royale game. But it wasn't. But DayZ wasn't. It was Battle Royale, kinda. But it was some things that wasn't fully Battle Royale with DayZ. After that... then it was H1Z1. Now, H1Z1 was like true Battle Royale. It was like 200 players on a map. We let y'all, last man standing wins and shit. That was H1Z1 first. Then after H1Z1, PUBG, which is honestly the main developer from H1Z1 is the one who created PUBG. He left Daybreak and came up with his own studio with the other devs, and they decided to do PUBG. So that's why it was ironic that the PUBG devs were kind of shitty with H1Z1 at one point, but it was like, you designed the same fucking game. You left Daybreak, created another studio, and designed the same fucking game and shit. So, so if you played H1Z1, you basically played PUBG, because they have super similar mechanics, like very, very similar. And then, you know, of course, after PUBG, Fortnite. But Fortnite killing it right now. Fortnite is just unstoppable right now. But can H1Z1 dethrone it? Fuck no.
I don't think they'll dethrone it.
No, but now for PlayStation guys though, it's definitely going to be kind of like a boon because now they got two different versions. They have Fortnite, which is like a building battle royale, and then you have more of a kind of a serious, you know, on the grounds battle royale with H1Z1. You know, similar to PUBG. So, you know, PlayStation guys got their PUBG. You know, but it's H1Z1 was so good back then. I haven't played it in a long time. Because, you know, after you play a game for like a whole fucking year straight, you're just done with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, I think I put like 2,200 hours or some shit in H1Z1. It was just ungodly. Yeah, it was ungodly. It wasn't bullshitting, was you? That's what I'm saying, man. That's when your wife gets mad. You know what I'm saying? My wife is not a gamer. Now, if my wife was a gamer, it probably wouldn't have been a problem. Because she would have been gaming it up and shit. But she's not. So she was like, where the fuck you at? I need your loving to keep me warm. And I had to take a step back. Terry, so you don't Dan, you said fuck.
You like my man for Grandma's Boys?
Hold on there. Hold on there, Danny. Hold on there for a second, Danny. Yeah. I want to shout out to Fire Archer for subscribing to our channel. He just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. That means a lot to us, helping us grow, man.
Oh shit! Shouts out to Fire. You said what's his name? Firestarter.
Fire Archer.
Fire Archer. All right, Fire Archer. Hold on. Let me give you some lives, man. Let's give you 2.
There you go.
All right, then we'll take one for old time's sake.
That's cold, dude.
I know. But at least you up one. You know what I'm saying? You up one right now. We're still on kind of like our open topics portion of it. Anything else you want to talk about?
Jay wanted to know if we talked about the sales on God of War, because the NPDs came. The NPDs came out this month or whatever, and it sold 5 million in 1 month.
Wow,
son of a bastard.
God of War, but you know that's how good the game is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like God of War is like, it's just something to behold, and you know. So some people kind of weren't used to kind of like the change, but I think for God of War to kind of prosper now, it had to change. And I think when people played the changes and they actually worked, I think that word of mouth, you know, did some justice for the game. People were just like, nah, don't sleep on it. It's fucking good. It's emotional. It's
a
good
game.
Graphics are amazing. You know, the gameplay is hardcore. You know, it's hard as fuck. You know, so. You know, it's so well. And I was expecting it to sell, maybe not that well, but you know, I guess the pedigree and how good the game was, it did hella numbers. People supported it. I think it's still going right now. I want to see what the numbers are now for you know, for second month in and shit. It's probably double that right now. Maybe about 10 million units. You think?
Maybe.
Because Tony didn't Tony say that?
So has your rating? So has anybody rating for the game changed since it's been out for the last couple of weeks, or is it still the same?
What do you mean change?
Your rating for the game. Are you still giving that perfect score?
I'm giving it a solid.
I never gave that damn thing a perfect score.
I know Terry was triggered on some of that shit. I was watching her play.
Yeah, I already when Tony Polanco was here, I already went over all the shit that was wrong with that game.
Terry had a big old rant.
I'm not going into it again.
The system was better.
But you know that game is not a perfect 10. It has flaws. It has flaws.
Dre, I was not jumping to the conclusions, man. I was just giving a history lesson. I swear.
He wasn't talking to you though. He was talking to me, and then he was talking
to you. No, he said, "Yeah, fam, lose all your lives for jumping to conclusions." What you mean?
He was talking to me. He was talking to me when he said copy. Like he was acknowledging my comment, and you're like, "Copy, no," and then he started going into the history of the fucking game. So that's why.
Hold on.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. He says you're losing 5 lives there, Danny. He wants you to go game over.
I'm not losing 5 lives. I'll take one away, but look.
Technically, because of my Patreon thing, I do have the power to take 5 lives from you.
Hold on, wait, don't do that to me, Terry.
I got the power also there, Terry.
Hey, dang,
How
can
you
I
gonna do
real
it?
quick?
We can't mute the host. We won't get nowhere.
Hey, Dan, can I
Yeah.
bring some up real quick?
Yeah. Open topic.
Has anybody here played the new Sega Genesis collection yet on the PS4?
No.
I played it when it was on Sega. So,
Yeah.
Okay, check this out, right?
I played all the games.
Imagine playing Streets of Rage online.
Absolutely. But here's. I'm glad you
That's
said.
a thing now
Really?
with this collection.
Really?
All them old co-op Sega Genesis games, you can play them online.
Oh,
My friend
shit.
called me this morning, confirmed it. I was like, say word. You and I can play Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3 online. Like back in the day when we did it in-house. Count me in.
Well, here, I'm glad you said that, man, because, Nintendo doing the same thing.
Right.
Nintendo's online service is kind of amazing, actually. I think it's like
Kind of,
$20.
he says. Quote, kind of.
Kind of amazing. There are some things, of
That's not
course.
full seal of approval.
But it does have my seal of approval because all those old school like Nintendo games, the Super Nintendo games will all have online play, which is out fucking standing. There was a few games on Super Nintendo that I kind of wanted to play multiplayer. There was a game called X-Men. I think it was called Mutant Apocalypse. It's like a beat 'em up, kind of like Final Fight. But it was 2 players, 2 players couch co-op. But I would love to run it, with my bro or something, or some, one of us here run Mutant Apocalypse 2-player online.
When you gonna do a twin muscle stream?
Twin muscle stream? I don't know. Wonder twin powers activate? I don't know. My brother. If you guys don't know, I have an identical twin brother. Shouts out to David, AKA Primetime 7 p.m. He does a political show on Periscope. Under D Nice or news you can use with D Nice, so check that out. But he's very political, and he has a political show kind of like Roland Martin. So if you guys are into that shit, check him out and shit. And when you see him, be like, "Is that Danny?" Like, no, that ain't Danny. That's Dave. So check him out. I don't know if we do a stream together, it probably would be something like that, like. Streets of Rage or some shit like that online and play that shit. Because that was some games that we played when we were younger together, couch co-op style. So I would love to do that shit.
Those were the days.
Since we're still on open topic,
Every time you pick it up, it's now. I may buy a piece right now.
since we're still on open topic,
Go ahead, Mike.
I know he's still talking and rambling. Eugene was. He's like, but
I haven't been doing it in a long time, so
he's still rambling.
I know that's what it is. He's trying to get it all out and shit.
But Nintendo's going to do the online service, and they've talked about the cloud service. They're bringing cloud to the onlines.
I know, because isn't Resident Evil 7 coming out for...
Yes.
And it's going to be cloud version.
It's going to be the cloud version, where you can't buy a physical copy of Resident Evil 7.
Now, they did say it was running at 60 FPS, though, full 1080p.
Right. But
you have to have a connection, which is kind of a gift. It's kind of a gift and a curse, because it's like, oh, okay, I could play Resident Evil 7 and shit, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, I got to have internet. I have to have internet.
And this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier, also in the platform chat, because Eddie's like, Madden's come to all systems except for the Switch. And I said, well, maybe, because you don't know that yet. And I said, because what I have to say on that one is because EA's bought GameFly.
I know. Well, yeah, I did know that. And, but
they bought the cloud service to GameFly, where you can like play the games on their website. So maybe if they establish that, we might see Madden on the Switch also.
Well, they had already mentioned, even though it's not out or hasn't been announced, EA, one of the main, main guys, vice president or whatever the fuck he was with EA, said that they were coming out with Madden for Switch. So, in what facet, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if it's cloud based, I don't know if that's gonna be too good. It's gonna have to fucking come out. Like it's gonna have to just be a physical release of it. I can't, because I would like to walk around with Madden. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to be with the internet to play Madden. I want to walk around. Same thing with Resident Evil 7. I mean, that's where it's kind of like, damn, I got to play it at home, but it's like...
Don't even go there.
You're not going to play that shit.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's do this. All right. Yeah, I know, Mike.
You're losing your life.
Yeah, let me get that out too.
Because, look, you had patrons that paid to see you play Resident Evil, and you left them in the dust.
You want to see you play God of War. Still waiting on that stream.
They got Dust in the Wind. You know, like that song, Dust in the Wind.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Oh, shit. Whatever, man.
Hell, even Dre's beat Resident Evil 7.
But Dre is fucking insane. You know what I'm saying?
Dre's insane. He said, damn, Daddy, it's like that.
It is. You know what I'm saying? It is like that. Shit. Yeah. Okay. I kind of want to get to this subject real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on it. That's why when I posted that on me, blocked out about 10 or 15 minutes with this topic here. Yeah, I know. On the serious note,
I know
we have to, man,
I know.
because all week, man, they've been pushing this agenda. So we're gonna have a short, difficult conversation. It shouldn't. I'm not gonna try to get too political. I try to promise Terry I won't get too political with it because that's kind of not the subject matter for this particular channel. But we, as gamers, we do have to kind of touch on some things. And once again, we're back to this fucking conversation about video game violence. Like, we're back to this shit. Now, recently we've had some terrible shootings at schools, actually, and it's been becoming kind of like a epidemic right now. You know, and it's very sad and it's very unfortunate, and I pray for all the families and shit that are going through this difficult time.
It was in Seattle or something, wasn't it?
Well, Santa Fe and...
Santa Fe, that was it.
Yeah, Santa Fe.
It was in Texas. It was in Texas.
And Georgia, I think, too.
And there was one in Indiana, too.
Yeah, here in Indiana at, what's that school? West something. Yeah, school shootings. And it's, like I said, it's a very fucked up and sad situation. You hope nobody has to go through this sadness. But, you know, it's out of all of the sadness, you always have these politicians that kind of talk out the side of their ass and shit when they're trying to score political points. And there was a post I made in the room, I think about a day or two ago, and it was like this senator, and he was just like, he had a bunch of fucking reporters in front of him, and he was just going on and on and on and on about like video game violence and how 97, what did he say? He said some old fake ass number. It was like 97% of all school shootings were like influenced by video game violence. It was something real fucking stupid. I want to make sure. Yeah, it was real stupid. But, you know, he had hella press behind it. It was like CNN covered it. Fucking MSNBC, Young Turks. Even though Young Turks spoke the truth, and they said that he sounds like a fucking dickhole. But
I respect the Young Turks.
Yeah, Young Turks for sure. Shouts out to Young Turks, Jink, Anna, Francis Maxwell, Hassan Piker, real voices in the struggle. But they touched base on that too, and they were just like, you know, what about us? They said half of us here are gamers, and we're like respected journalists. So what does that tell you? And you know, and I just kind of wanted to get your kind of take on why this keeps happening, why they keep trying to blame video games. I'm gonna start with Eugene. So I mean, why is this happening, man? Like, why is this the first thing that they always try to blame?
They want to blame video games as a way to dismiss mental illness in the individual that's committing these crimes. As a gamer myself at the age of 39, I played everything from racing to shooters to gory fighting games. and not once have I had the urge to act out any of those fantasies in real life. Why? Because I have the mental capacity to distinguish the difference between fantasy and reality.
You know, and
People need to address the mental health issue. It ain't about the video games. What you do outside of video games, that's 100% on you. You made the decision to go do them evil acts, like shooting up schools and whatnot. You made that decision on your own. Video games did not influence you to do that. Your inability to distinguish right and wrong made you do that. Made you do that shit. Pretty much, basically, yeah.
Well, and we talked about this too. It comes down to parenting too, and you know, paying attention to your kids and seeing the warning signs. You know, when you just let video games basically like raise your kids and you don't really pay attention, then you don't know the warning signs. And you know, I don't think that video games have any influence. Like you said, hell, I'm 37. And I've played everything. Like, I've played every fucked up game. I've played Evil Within. I've played old school ass Mortal Kombat, Contra. You know, the list goes on and on when it comes to like video game violence. And I've never thought to myself, well, fuck. You know, I played Grand Theft Auto so long. Maybe I need to just go outside, take somebody out of their car, jump in it, drive to a store, rob it. You know, they tried to jump off a cliff with the car and make it. First of all, you're going to be dead in the first, 3 minutes you tried this shit. You know, and I think it just comes from common fucking sense. You know, and also if you see something, you know, they interviewed, it was sad, but they interviewed some of the kids for the most recent shootings, and they asked them, did you think this was going to happen? And a lot of them said, well, yeah, he was the type of kid who was a loner, who was, had issues with talking to people, and it's like when you see those warning signs where they're like, you can kind of tell that something isn't right, parents, you need to pay attention to that. Faculty, you need to be aware of those things and report it, and I know it's a kid. I know you don't want to take it to that extreme, but look what happens when you try to, okay, I'm going to give him a chance, or I'm not going to really jump the gun because I don't think it's happening in that way, and it does, and it's very, very unfortunate. But that has nothing to do with him playing Fortnite or some shit. Because look at Leon. Leon would be a killer right now. Leon probably be playing Fortnite right fucking now. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
But he's a family man. He got kids, a wife, and it's like he works, and he's like the all around good dude, and he's been a gamer forever. We're all around good people, and never have felt like games are kind of molding my perception of reality, and I need to act on that. I've never felt that way. I think I did get shitty a few times at games, but that was shitty at the game. It didn't really form my whole hypothesis on reality and life, and I think it's an idiot thing. Terry, what do you think about that? Like, what is the psychology behind that? Why is that always the first thing to be blamed?
It's an easy target. It's easy to blame something like that. But yeah, mental illness may be the case for some of them, but I don't think it's a case for all. I don't want to say they're all, it's a mental illness for all, because I don't believe that. I think some of them are just, kids that, weren't disciplined very much. Maybe they got neglected a lot by their parents. Maybe they just were socially inept and they didn't make friends well, whatever, and so they just don't know how to cope when bad things happen, and because they don't know how to cope and stuff like that, they make stupid decisions because they don't know any better, because for whatever reason. So
because didn't they say the last shooter was like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So I can't talk now. The younger generation they're a bunch of spoiled crybabies. All right, they get everything they want. They don't get disciplined like our generation. Our generation, you know, we got spanked and, you know, slapped and shit like that.
Yeah,
this younger generation, they don't even know. You know, what were they getting? They maybe they got, like, you know, their toy taken away for 20 minutes or something. That was their punishment. You know, they don't really know what, you know, consequences are. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna understand how to respond to certain things when shit really does go bad. You know, because they're in for a rude awakening. Life is hard, and when you grow up being, you know, spoon-fed your whole life because, you know, you get everything handed to you that you want and you're a spoiled little brat, and then your world caves in when you get kicked out of the house or whatever. You don't know how to you don't know what you're gonna do, and then you panic and then you do something stupid, you know, because you weren't prepared for the fact that you ain't special. You're like everybody else, and you're gonna struggle like everybody else.
Exactly. And, you know, it's like the last, I think this recent one, I think it was over rejection. I think he was trying to approach one of the girls, and I guess they didn't like him or something like that. He just, you know, being rejected.
That was his breaking point, apparently.
Yeah, and he said that his rejection, plus he was bullied, I think, too, which is not right either. You know, and bullying people is never right. I don't give a fuck what type of person they're.
Bullying is not right, but bullying has always been around.
That's
you know,
true.
It still goes back to the thing where these kids don't know how to cope with negative shit. You know what I mean?
Being bullied, approach, you know, faculty. You know, I know it may seem. Well,
Danny,
here's the thing.
Let me jump in there. Let me jump in with that.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like in the hood, it may not be.
Area, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell a little story. In my area, right, my daughter was getting bullied, right? So I went up to her school, right? It was about maybe a year or two ago, right? She had to be 13 at the time. I made the principal, vice principal, and disciplinary aware of it, right? And of course, they made a conscious decision not to do shit about it. So fast forward a few days later, she gets in a fight with this student, right? That kept beating, that kept bothering her. So they had the nerve to want to call me up, right? Saying they're suspending my daughter. Let me tell you, dude. When I went to that school, I was on my way to getting over it. I showed my whole ass in that office.
I feel you on that.
How you going to suspend her for defending herself when my daughter and myself made it perfectly known that this student was harassing her, and y'all made a choice not to do a goddamn thing about it?
I mean, I have seen that too, and you are not wrong about that, Eugene. You know, there are some faculty at some schools who just really don't care. You know, you approach and say, hey, you know, I'm getting fucked with right now. I need you to do something about it. I need you to try to curb it, and you know, a lot of them brush it off, and that's definitely unfortunate because somebody could get hurt for real.
You know what? It happened to me in high school. It happened to me in 7th grade. The kid was bothering me. I know his name. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't know if he watched it or not. But he was bothering me. I said, "Look, man, can you just leave me alone, please? I just want to get through this class without being harassed. Please leave me alone. I'm begging you, just leave me alone." It's like, F you effing coward. You a pussy. You a nerd. Like, look, man, just leave me alone. Right. So we leaving our shop class. He sucker punches me. Next thing you know, I had an Assassin's Creed Part 1 moment. Fast forward to another time.
You was an anatomist or something? Is that what?
Yeah, next thing you know, this dude on the stretcher on his way to the ER.
But see, that's terrible. You know, that's terrible, and it shouldn't have to be that way.
It shouldn't have gone that far.
It should have gone.
And of course, I was facing expulsion for it.
Right.
Well, yeah, because you put that motherfucker in a sling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but did you shoot up the school though? No. You know, and
no.
I think you know that comes from you being a gamer, and you didn't act in that way. You know, you didn't shoot up everybody. No. You didn't say first thing you thought was let's grab a gun. You know, you defended yourself in the moment. You know, it had nothing to do with like a plot plan to let me get loaded, let me go to the school and do some horrible devastation. You know, and that shit is just not a real thing. It's not, you know, people listen, it's not a real thing. Games do not have that type of influence. Because if that was the case, then movies would be blamed first. Because before games, there was movies. And movies have always been violent. I mean, you can go all the way back to fucking black and white silent movies, and there was violence in that. So there's just, you know, blaming games, like Terry said, is just an easy cop-out. It's something to score political points, you know, with your base, so that it sounds like you care, and it sounds like that you're trying to do something or curb this type of violence, even though it has no effect on that type of violence at all. Gun control has no effect on that. It's all about parenting and paying attention and reporting what you see. You know, report that shit.
Yeah, I seen a post on Twitter recently, right, that I found to be interesting. Now, I'm going to say what it is, but I'm asking y'all now. Please take this with an open mind. Don't get triggered.
I'm triggered already.
I'm triggered already. Random people. The Twitter post asks this question, right? It says, how many school shootings would it take for laws to change? Someone responded saying, just one. A black student shooting white kid.
That's a crazy ass tweet. Does that tweet, as terrible as it sounds, have an air of truth to it? Yes. And the reason why I say that, and like I said, I want to get too political with this, but we know what the recent tragedies are. I don't have to go back through them, with police brutality and any type of minority, African American, Latino, Asian, woman. You know, there's a lot of unfair treatment, and you know, if a black kid shooted up a school, will that press be different? Will the news be different? Of course it will. Yes, I'm like Cenk from the Young Turks. Of course, you know it will. Now, will laws change? Fuck no. The laws will not change whether it's a black student shooter or a white student shooter. Will the story about the situation be different? Oh fuck yes. It would be a totally different situation. I mean, look what they did with the church shooter. You know, after they arrested him for
North Carolina.
Well, he killed 10 people, and then they stopped at Burger King for him.
Got him something to eat.
Yeah, got him something to eat. Well, that same shit happened with Pookie. Hell no, Pookie is already dead. He's not making it.
He wouldn't even made it into heaven.
So that's why I said that tweet has an air of truth to it. But will it change laws? Hell fucking no. And you know, honestly, I don't think it should. Because really, you know, laws are made to be broken, and a criminal is going to get a gun regardless, whether it's banned or not.
That's why they call it outlaws.
Right. Do I think background checks should also include mental health? Yes. Do I think parents should be held responsible when their kid takes the parents' firearms to school and shoots up the school? Yes. Yes. I think there should be some prosecution, and that's where the laws should be affected. Because once that happens, then parents will be more likely to, you know, say, hold up, I don't want to send Timmy to school with a fucking AR. You know what I'm saying? I need to lock my shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Right there. I was going to add to that. Yeah. Where there should be, I know people get on me about this, there should be like a law or something where you have to lock up your gun. And only you and like certain people know the code. I don't know if you have to use your eye for like retinal scan or your finger DNA to unlock the safe, but you know, the gun should be locked up.
I mean, parents should just really pay attention. You know, if you notice your son or daughter is getting bullied, and so you notice something wrong with your kid's behavior, and they're real offstandish and very secretive and hiding a lot of things, it may be time to kind of invade some privacy. I mean, you are the fucking parent. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to just kick that fucking door open and take a look around and see what you see. You may see a terrible note. You may see bad plans to do bad things. You may not. You may see a fucking porno magazine, and that's why he's being so fucking outstandish. But at least you know. You know what I'm saying? At least you know for sure, okay, something's wrong, or something's not wrong. He's just being a opinionated teen. But you just got to pay attention. And I don't want to spend too much more time on this because this is kind of a triggered ass subject. But I did just want to bring it up because it was a lot of coverage over that.
Even though it is triggered, Dan, it still has to be talked about. You
have to say it.
In life can't be avoided.
You have to say it. You go ahead.
I will say this though. You know what will change though with these school shootings? If they do a thorough investigation that leads back to, did this school know this kid was being harassed? Did the school do anything about this kid being harassed? No. If they made a decision not to do anything about it, and it led to this kid losing it, and he somehow retaliated in school, that entire school district need to be held accountable as if they pulled the trigger themselves.
Right.
Well, I don't know about the whole school district, but there definitely should be some inquiries into what the fuck happened.
It'll force the disciplinarians to do their freaking job.
Now, Terry, I know you'll be triggered, and this is the last thing I'm gonna touch on. But on fucking Fox News, I call them Fix News. There was faux news, and Terry, I know you're gonna be super triggered on this one. One of the panelists made a comment. Now, this was about the school shooting, about the girl who didn't like the kid. This is what this dude literally said. He said, "Well, maybe if she warmed up to his advances, lives would have been saved." Can you fucking believe that shit? That was on Fox News. It was on Fox and Friends in the morning. With the four panels. I can't think of the guy's name.
Danny, I brought that to your attention the other morning. I said something about that.
Because that reached a lot of media. Now, Terry, as a woman, and knowing that a lot of these young girls are impressionable, how does that comment? What does that comment do for your mental psyche?
For my mental psyche?
Yeah, like just hearing somebody having that type of mentality about women. Well, how do you feel about that?
I think it's just stupid. It's just idiotic. Be open to his advances. All right. What?
Like he said, if she was more open to his advances.
So you are implying that every female has to be open to every male, regardless of anything. Any fact. No, there's no factors. If this guy's like, yo, girl, I like you. Okay, done. We're together. Because, I have to be open to every motherfucker that comes around.
Yeah. That shit. You save a life, Terry. According to Fix and Friends, you're saving a life.
Save the life. That guy could be a psychopath, and he'll probably murder me in my sleep.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
who the fuck said this? Anyways, who the fuck said this?
I'm trying to think of his name. It was on Fox and Friends. It was one of the panelists.
Basically, they're telling you, these women, if they need to open up the advances to the men and become the hoe, so they can save a life.
Save a life. And I was like, that little girl, right? She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to do any fucking thing that she's not comfortable doing. And to say that was just. I could not believe that shit.
It's just insulting that they would say that. I mean, they would never say. They were never saying, a guy should, accept every, female's advances. I'm pretty sure you've all turned down women at some point or another.
Friend zone.
Let me say this, right?
You know what I mean? Just because you're a guy doesn't mean you want to sleep with every single woman that's on the planet. So why does a woman have to, be open to every single guy's, advances? That whole line of thinking from from those news anchors is just idiotic.
You said
Right.
if she would have
Now, you
warmed
know
up
what?
to his
And
advances.
I guarantee if they had daughters, they would not want their daughter being open to every single John that, strolled by.
Just come by and be like, are you going to warm up to me or do I have to shoot up the place? It's like, what?
Let me
Who
say
thinks
this, right?
like that,
Yo, the shop's open. Come on over.
This
Man,
motherfucker.
Terry, let me say this right. As a parent of a teenage daughter, they put that idea out there now, and schools are going to do this. I'm telling you, 6 months to a year, they're going to design a class, right, that teaches female how to reject the guy without causing any fatal repercussions. They're going to create a class.
Yeah, if they do that shit, I will literally, I will be on the front lines marching and protesting against that shit.
I guarantee you, when they
That's
put that
unfair.
mess out there on Fox News, I told my friends about it, right? They tell me, oh, Jamie, you looking at things all wrong. No, dude, I'm not. I know what they're going to do. I worked in the school system before. They're going to design a class specifically for a teenage girl, teaching them how to properly reject a guy that does not lead to violence.
See, that's what that was is putting the responsibility.
There is no way to properly reject someone without it possibly leading to violence.
Exactly.
If they don't know how to handle the fact that they ain't all that like they think they are, being buttered up by their mom saying, "Oh, you're the sweetest, you're the most adorable, anybody will be lucky to have you, you're amazing." No, you're not. You're not special, dude.
I'm
You're
with
not
Eugene on
special.
this one. I'm pretty sure they will do
Not
this.
everyone is gonna love you as much as your mom does. Okay,
Exactly.
women are gonna tell you, "No, I don't like you, dude. Your personality doesn't rubs me the wrong way, or maybe you don't smell good, or maybe you dress like a complete dickhead." There's gonna be some reason they're not into you. Freaking accept it, man.
You're doing it wrong, Terry. They're going to teach you right there at school. You got to take their hand. You got to take their hand, caress their cheek, and say, "Look, I'm not into you, baby."
No. The moment I touch his cheek, he's gonna think that. At that moment, he's already tuned out. He's not listening to a word I say. All he's thinking is yes.
Yes. Right. And the part of that too is
And right there, Fox Thread said, "Yo, shop's open. You got to become the hoe."
No, here's the thing, and the problem with that, and the very problematic thing with that is victim blaming. She's the victim.
I'm just fucking with Terry.
I know, but still, that is victim blaming, and it's a very dangerous thing to do, especially with how society is now. Very impressionable. It's very, very dangerous. But I think I want to end it on that. But just know, video games are not to blame.
I'll say this point. I'll say this, Danny, in closing. I'll say this one thing last thing in closing. That girl that was brought up by the news, she should not have been mentioned in any shape, form, or fashion.
Exactly.
At all.
That should not have been a focal point.
Because unfortunately, her parents probably had to take her out of school because since they put this thought out there, students are probably blaming her now for the shooting. If it wasn't for you saying no and being a bitch and stuck, blah 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 blah, he would have did this. This is your fault. You should have just said yes.
God, I hope that's not the precedent. I hope that's not the precedent that's being set, because that would be.
It is.
But that's truly sad, and it's triggering me to even think about that our young ladies have to go through something or have to be forced to do something like that.
There's probably students in school right there. There's students in school probably doing that right now. Letting her say, "Look, you were the problem."
Oh, they absolutely are. But here's the thing.
I know. It's my fault, Dreology. But we get ready.
This goes back to mental response. It goes back to mental illness in the individual. Lawmakers don't want to address that. That would never be a topic for discussion on the table when it comes to better gun laws.
I just feel like it's a political point being scored, and it's pointless to have this argument. Even Trump failed. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mute point, and I'm sick. I hate talking about it, but when it's so much in the media, it's one of those things. As a media outlet ourselves, we have to kind of address it. I know, Dre, we spent a lot of time on that, man, but we are mature ask people too. So we do have topics outside of just wanting a game. We do touch on some sensitive subjects. Okay, so now we are at final round time. I know, Terry, you already got your rant out the way earlier.
I had a few rants today, so I'm good now.
Yeah, you good enough. So you all,
I'm good now.
Right. She all plush and soft right now, and I'm motherfucking triggered right now.
Come on, dang it. Don't spill it. Go on into it then.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Do I want to go off into that or? Yeah, maybe. All right, I'll do it. All right.
Final round.
All right, I'm in the final round, and my triggeredness is actually I'm being ungrateful, and that's to my now former job. Y'all, how you gonna give me a motherfucking Nintendo Switch and no games? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no motherfucking games to play. I mean, like literally, like you know, what the fuck do I got? You know. Let's see what I have on there. I got nothing but fucking demos on this bitch. Like,
Well, at least you got some demos.
I mean, what I got? I got Kirby's demo. I got this shitty game right here. This game is this game is truly piss right here. This game called Troll. That's just garbage. Yeah,
I know you're playing the hell out of the Trolls.
No. I'm not. My Switch has been collecting dust. Brand new Switch, collecting straight fucking dust. You know what I'm saying? And
Is it Troll and I?
Yeah, Troll and I. Yeah, I don't want that fucking game. That shit sucks dick. That shit sucks.
That game is cancerous.
Look, I booted that motherfucker up. I'm like, here we go. I cut it on. It is the shittiest game I've ever played. No, so. I'm just triggered because I have a Nintendo Switch and I don't have fucking games. You know what I'm saying? How sad is that? I think part of this is being triggered and being like sad at the same fucking time. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole ass Nintendo Switch and can't even fucking game it up like I want to. But luckily Fortnite's coming. That should be free. Yeah, I should be able to download Fortnite on the Switch. But yeah, that's my little rant. It was just I need a fucking game for Switch. Look, if you guys truly want to support, message me with the Switch code so I can have a game on that motherfucker. Cause I don't have shit. So help a brother out.
Go down. I'm gonna say something.
All right, go ahead.
It's not game related, but in case anyone does not know, the gaming community lost a very popular person yesterday. His name was John,
right?
Known as Total Biscuit.
Yeah.
He passed away yesterday due to bowel cancer, unfortunately, at age 33.
I wasn't laughing at what you were saying.
His respect.
Prayers go out to his family. You know, he was a big voice in the community. Major follows, major respect without definitely like when he was out at E3 and all those other those little settings there, he always garnered a lot of respect. So, and he did have some opinions about certain things too that kind of rubbed some people the wrong way, but
right,
but everybody always has that. Hell, even on our show, people, Terry may rub somebody the wrong way because she doesn't like God of War as much. As
I'm sure I rub a lot of people the wrong way.
I'm pretty fucking sure.
I say how it is. I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat something just because you you got feelings.
Yeah. But that's how he was too, and I can respect that. And he wasn't too much of a fanboy about shit. He always spoke the real when the real called for it. So. Sending prayers up to his family, sending prayers to everyone who supported and who's feeling that kind of that sad pressure right now. I think that's it.
And to everyone on Twitter that's celebrating his death, do yourselves a favor and go fuck yourselves. There's certain things you don't celebrate.
What?
That's one of them.
Well,
Yeah, there are people on his Twitter page actually celebrating. It's about time you fucking ass died to cancel. Like, what the hell? Who says that?
It's just terrible. You know, and people are out there like that. But you know, that's when you got the block button. You know, you mute them, motherfuckers, block them. Yeah, fuck them, man. You know, because if you're gonna be that type of person, you know, you can suck my dick and I'll fucking block you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
exactly. Yeah, you can suck my.
That shit really pisses me off, yo. When people that much of a troll that will say something that evil just for shock value.
Don't reply to them. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
Just block and report when you see shit like that because it's not worth it.
But but here's the thing. Here's the problem with Twitter, right? Twitter does not enforce their TOS ever.
Yeah, they do.
Well, they do. I've seen some motherfuckers get ripped on that bitch.
I've seen people get blocked and ripped.
Yeah, I see some motherfucker hit me up. So how come I can't see? Because your ass got ripped, motherfucker. You failed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was probably not too long ago. Kid Smooth was in Twitter jail.
Yeah, Kid Smooth got locked down.
Yeah, because he pissed somebody off and someone blocked and reported them.
So
and they look at it and they put jail.
Here's the thing, though. You gotta report it. You can't just thumb it down or say he's a fucking asshole. You gotta report that shit.
Twitter's pretty strict. I mean, if you retweet too many times, you get temporary ban. So.
Yep. So you guys
go to Review Tech USA channel. Look at his rant he made about Twitter about a month ago.
I know Review
and
Tech.
A lot of points in that video. He went in and he made a lot of good points, yo, about people trolling him, doxing him, and Twitter makes a decision not to do anything about it. It's like Twitter cherry picks who they want to go after.
I thought you were just going to stop listening to him. You said that one day, a couple days ago or something.
Yeah, but sometimes he put up good stuff, and sometimes he put up stuff
exposed,
questionable.
Exposed. Play,
right.
play.
He said, "Play it right now." He said, "Play it right now."
You told me a while back I don't like Review Tech anymore. He don't sort of respond to me or anything.
Exposed.
All right. I think that was the
Final round.
All right. So we fucking made it. We survived another show. Episode 80. Wow. Every time when I say that number, it's like holy fuck.
Dre said you should be used to waiting for games by now, Danny. You're a PC player.
No. Danny he don't gotta wait no more. He's a PS4 dude now.
Here's what I'm gonna do. You know, let's do this. Let's get this out the way. Alright, so whatever. I had already said that PC dudes gotta be patient because we always have to wait.
Right.
But once we get the game,
that waiting is actually a choice that y'all make. Y'all don't have to wait for anything.
Yeah, but it's certain things that we look for, and we rather wait. To get exactly what we want instead of rushing and just spending the money because we can.
He said, laughing my ass off.
But here's the thing: I don't want to get into a fanboy war with you, Eugene, because I know that's what you're trying to.
Eugene's trolling.
He's baiting me right now. You know,
he's trying to bait and switch,
and I refuse to accept the bait.
The troll challenge.
Yeah, the troll challenge. Look, this ain't Fear Factor, man. I'm not doing any of the fucking challenges. Shouts out
you have
to
eat this
everyone.
bowl of shitness with no hot sauce.
Right, fuck you. Hold on, let me get everybody in chat here. See who's all up in this bitch. We had Pudsey, John. Let's see.
Pure,
Dreology, Fire Archer. Let's see, who else did I see? I thought I seen somebody else. I can't remember. I think that was it. For the
said John, right?
Yeah, John. Shouts out to John. Even though he showed, it's John and Dreology both showed their age in chat when we started talking about LimeWire. So we know how old them motherfuckers is. Yeah. Actually, I know how old John is because John, we went to school together. So I know how old John is.
Yeah, that's everybody in the chat, man.
That's everybody in chat? Okay, yeah. Shouts out to everybody in chat for chatting with us and checking us out. Shouts out to Player One Coffee. Always check them out. You can follow us everywhere. If you just look at our little graphics here, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, our Patreon. We're also on iTunes and CastBox, Google Play. Where the fuck else are we? xhamster.com/platform.
There you go. Xhamster.
We are there as well. Next week, I think we're going to do some sort of E3 show. I was going to do kind of like an E3 prediction show, but those leaks came out and kind of fucked us over. A lot of those leaks were real. A lot of them are phony. Some of them you don't know. So it's like, I don't know if we're going to.
I haven't looked at any of them, so I have no leaks.
Sure. I was watching our episode on Monday, and Akeyles and his boys covered a lot of the leaks. So it was kind of like, it fucked me up. It's like, damn, we can't do a prediction show because we can't predict shit. Shit is already predicted. You know what I'm saying? So I may try to do something a little different. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm thinking maybe Wheel of Misfortune, but like E3 edition. You know? So I don't know.
What he said?
What do you say?
Because I wasn't around when Moses parted the Red Sea like y'all ancient folks.
But he was there when them tablets with them commandments was motherfucking chipped. You know what I'm saying?
Dre said he's only 29. Dre said he's only 29.
Oh, he's only 29. Okay. Dre only 29.
He knows about LimeWire?
Right. How the fuck do you know about LimeWire?
He must have looked that shit up on Google then.
Hell yeah!
Dre's still a wet fart.
Yeah. He's still a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? He's still a youngin'.
29 years old, ain't no way in hell you use LimeWire.
Right. That motherfucker, if he used LimeWire, his ass was 6. You know what I'm saying? I know that motherfucker was
right.
Ain't no way in hell you use LimeWire.
He said LimeWire was not long ago.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like saying you had a
LimeWire was around back when I was in junior high and high school. So yeah, it was that long ago, dude.
Right. Hold on, but let me give Dre a 1-up so he can grow up. So let's do that. Let's give him a 1-up so he can grow up.
So he can grow up.
All right, we are the fuck out. Check us out next week, same time, hopefully 9 p.m. Eastern time. Am I missing anything?
You forgot about the Player One Coffee.
I did shout out Player One. I already shouted out Player. I already got our Patreon out the way. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else.
Make sure you all hit the like button.
Hit that like.
If you like the channel, sub. If you like the content, hit that like. Let us tell the people you like what you're seeing here. Right.
And a big shout out to Walmart for having the best affordable socks you could buy. Love it.
What?
Fuck. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
Look,
don't make me go to my flames right here. Fuck Walmart. Remember, I already had that motherfucking freestyle. Nah, I ain't gonna do that shit. All right, we the fuck out. Catch us next week. Shouts out to Cool Cat Terry, Big Mike, Eugene, everybody else. Thank you for watching, and we the fuck out. Peace out.